Hi guys, Gosha here. I'd like to show you some tips and tricks on how to work and how to improve your violin position as well as bow position. Let's start with the violin. Remember, we're standing tall. Our head is pointing up to the sky. Belly is flat. Back is flat. Feet are slightly apart. Remember, we have to have our feet apart because we have to be very solidly standing on the ground. Imagine you're an old tree, deeply rooted. Let's take the violin. The violin goes up and under your shoulder, under your chin, I should say. Now, if you are looking up at the scroll, your violin is too high. If you are looking down the scroll, your violin is too low. Remember, violin has to be sitting flat on your shoulder. Now my hand, notice my wrist is straight. We don't raise our wrist up to the neck. We don't poke our wrist back like that. It's completely straight. My fingers are nicely rounded, hovering above the strings. You can wiggle them to relax them a little bit and just simply natural position here. Now my hand and my elbow position will change according to the string I'm on. So this is E, A, D, and G. Now my fingers are still rounded. I'm on G, 1, 2, 3, going on my tips. I'm on D now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, and open. Open simply means no fingers on the fingerboard. Now I'm moving on A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, and open. E string. 1, 2. Notice my knuckles. My knuckles are pointing to the sky. My fingers are rounded. 3, 2, 1, and open. This way. Now let's talk about the bow. I know that the bow sometimes is tricky to hold, so holding the bow with your left hand, this is your left hand, right here, and now lifting your hand, 2 fingers on the frog. Pinky is on top of the stick. Index finger is slanted this way. No pointing. We don't point to anybody. Slightly rounded. My thumb is rounded as well. I keep my thumb inside the frog's mouth, as I like to call, right here. You need to be able to see the knuckle. Entire hand is slightly slanted. Only the pinky finger is on top of the stick, on top of the finger. The pinky might be the smallest finger, but it has a very important job to do, which is balancing the bow this way. You should look somehow, somewhere around this position. Obviously, everybody has to adjust. Everybody's so different, but we need to have this slanted position with fingers rounded. Now let's connect the violin and the bow together. Holding my violin. Now again, my bow, my entire hand, my elbow, and my arm will change positions according to the strings. So this is my E. Going on A, watch my arm. D. And G. G, D, A, and E. It moved quite a bit from E to G to E. Now, when you're practicing your open A's or anything really, scales or songs, we want to make sure that we are on one string at a time. We only want to hear one string at a time. So observing your bow is really important. When you practice, have your eyes on your instrument, or practice in front of the mirror. I am actually standing in front of the mirror right now. So when you play A string, observe your bow. If you feel like your hand is going too high, you will be hearing two strings at the same time. We want to hear only one string at a time. Now, if you're on A and you move your hand slightly too low, again, you will be hearing two strings at the same time. We want to hear only one string, okay? So this is very important, to hear what you're playing. Quality over quantity. Don't practice hours and hours once a week. Practice few minutes a day, okay? And pay attention to your sound. This is your playing position. Fingers around it, hovering above the strings. Strings on the bow, fingers on the bow, pinky on top. You are ready to play. I hope this is helpful, guys. Keep practicing, and we will see you next time. Bye.